Billy back here. So there are some people who are saying that they do not want to see Goldberg back in the ring against Brock Lesnar because of WrestleMania 20. Here's my argument for that. Bill Goldberg and Lesnar had a match WrestleMania 20. You got to think they were both on their way out of the company, and I believe their passion for wrestling was lost. And I don't care, money aside, if you're not happy with what you're doing, then there's no point in doing it. You know, like a musician, it would be pointless for them to make an album when they don't feel like even writing. Same thing with wrestling. If you don't feel like getting into that ring and going out there each and every night for the fans, then, you know, there's no point even doing it. It's just one of those things where that's part of the industry. And yes, I'm not a WWE insider. I know that. I realize this. I'm realistic about it. But I'm just saying that WWE in general is amazing, and I really think the performers give everything they have. They sacrifice so much to be in the company, and I think the Goldberg I saw tonight wasn't the same Goldberg I saw at WrestleMania 20. This Goldberg was passionate. He was fueled up. He's excited to be back. I think Goldberg versus Lesnar will be a great match, and I honestly think they'll give it their all, both of them. And so I think instead of just, you know, criticizing Goldberg, let him come back, do his thing, give him a chance, see what happens, because he had some great matches. WCW, when he came to WWE, he had some good matches. You know, won a champion in there, but I just think that people sometimes need to let up on WWE. You know what I mean? I do believe WWE still tries to give us the best product it can give us. And yes, sometimes they fall short of what we want, but the problem is people make predictions on the internet, and out of two, if there's a one-on-one match, there's only so many ways it can end. So I hate when people say, well, I called it. Well, then disqualification. Well, you had like 1,000 people pick pin, submission, count, disqualification. There's not many ways a match can end. I'm just saying that quit being so judgmental of WWE's product and let them do what they do best. That's entertain us. WWE is still providing memorable moments every night, and I'm telling you, I really think that they're heading in a better direction. Vince McMahon and Triple H, between the two of them, they really know what they're doing. They have a good on-air product. You have Stephanie behind the scenes. We don't know what goes behind closed doors. I mean, you got to think, guys, it has to be very difficult creating a show for that many people. And the writers, they have a lot on their plate. They're trying to meet the demands of the fans in the business. They're on the road. There's just a lot, I think, that we don't know about that goes on behind the scenes. And I honestly do believe those people sitting back behind the cameras, they bust their butts trying to give us a good product. So I think we need to give patience. Also, what I hate, people are no longer patient with WWE. WWE wants to give us long-term stories, and it seems like people just want here and now gratification, whereas a good story builds up over the course of a few months. Like Dolph Ziggler and The Miz. Perfect example of an amazing storyline. Amazing. The type of programming I like to watch. Ziggler went on a streak of losses, and he put his career up, and it really looked like it was going to be over for him. And he wins, even with interference from his former members of the Spirit Squad. But that is what I would like to see more of. Just be patient with the programming and let them do what they do best. I myself, it would be cool to be a writer for WWE, but I'm just saying, like, I think there will be a lot of things about it that you think would be easy, but it isn't, because you also have to realize that there's just a lot going on, and you have to be very adaptable because the environment is always changing. I'm a big fan of the product. I love the people they have. You know, we're seeing people like Sasha, Bayley, Roman, AJ, Seth, Owens, Ambrose, Ziggler, just all these different guys and women getting some good matches in. So give WWE a chance, let them build their product, and judge from there. Just, I think we need to lay off of them. But overall, I would say that bringing back Goldberg makes complete sense. And honestly, anytime they bring back a legend, as long as it's for the right reasons, which in this case is to entertain the fans, I'm all for it. Well, that is it. Done with my rant, but I support the WWE, and I always will.